Good question. I think more than the drive and the fight for my recovery, like I said, I was bored, I was young, I was in denial. That was the bigger part of it. But I think eventually, as I delve into this work and my first inspiration to why I wrote my book, I think I wrote my book, Turn Your Passion into Profit: 5 Things I Love About Being a Woman. And why I even wrote that book, what inspired me to my why and pushed me to do what I do today. Maybe I can share that. I went to an event, I met a lady. She was in her 30s. We connected when we are on Facebook. And a couple of months later or weeks later, she connected with me. She said, Zai, I need to speak to you. I was thinking of you and I need to talk to you. I said, okay, let me speak to you. I think that's why when I get called for interviews and this stuff like that, I say, yes, I want to do it because I know it will impact at least one life. This is, if you ask what's my why, this is my reason to be. Like, this is it. So, and then she connected with me. I called her, and in 10 minutes, she said, thank you for talking to me. I was just thinking to commit suicide, and I feel better now.
Wow.
And when she said that, I was like, oh, MG, well, what do I do? But I just told her, sister, you have my number. Anything, just reach out to me. And that was when I was inspired to say, you know what? I know how to turn my passion into profit. I've done it so many times. I'm going to teach people. Maybe money is the problem. Let's share the world. So that's how the birth of Turn Your Passion into Profit came about. And then eventually people started reading the book, calling me, crying. I'm like, what do we do next? I'm like, go figure out. I shared everything in the book, and that's again my why and how I get started. Because I think a lot of people get stuck because they don't know what to do. People are bored and then they eat their brain, they eat their husband's brain, they eat their children's brain, or their parents eat their brain. People are bored. I think this is the real problem, the world. People are bored, they don't know what to do. Look at my to-do list, like it's on the table, like and I know I have 20 more things I need to add on.
Yeah.
And I want to share about slow productivity. Sometimes you feel like, how will I ever be successful? When can I ever reach there? Take the first step first. So recently, I was like, oh my god, I'm doing like 10 people's work. I need to hire someone for this and this and this. I have hired people for social media, for this, for this, for this, for this. I never got the result. I always have to edit like 50%, or like I always have to change it anyway. And I'm like, why don't I just do it myself and take my time? You know what I mean?
Yes.
I don't think I'm a perfectionist. I'm very lenient. I love to give people opportunities, but I really don't see result. And when there's someone doing it, I think I feel very like, okay, I paid someone to do it. Now I don't have to do anything. I feel less productive actually. Maybe it's just me. I don't know how to manage. I don't know, but I'm learning. But I realized that I learned this term, slow productivity, doing little but constant. And then I have a to-do list. I say, okay, if today is LinkedIn day, it is LinkedIn day. If today is YouTube day, okay, I do YouTube and I do this and I have Zoom calls and I have maybe an interview like that. And then I try to manage. But I make sure I know in 1 week I need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's, and then back to the book thing. People started calling and crying. I said, okay, now what do I do? Okay, I started speaking. My school invited me to speak. I went to speak in my school, for the business school, for my book Turn Passion to Profit. Then a women's group wanted me to do something, and then so it became speaking. Then people wanted more training, then people more. Okay, one-to-one mentoring. Okay, people wanted more. Then wanted brave leadership for the youth. So we have a program for women. Started with women empowerment. Remember I shared with you, I was like big fan of women empowerment. I'm not against the work that we need to do. We have to do it until the day we die. That's why I drew up now an advancing women's leadership program, and entrepreneurship mindset, because the entrepreneurship mindset is the one that will help us think out of the box. Not everyone is born to be an entrepreneur, but even if you are working in an office or you are a stay-at-home mother, we need women at home to learn entrepreneurship mindset. If I can add to the why, again, why we need this, because a lot of women, when they are at home for so long, they need to go for a women going back to work program. I am on a mission to cancel that program, because if the women understand that they can unleash their inner queen, they understand they are queens at home and they can manage, because it takes a queen to manage everything. You're not just a slave or something. No, it takes a lot. And the man is the king who manages the kingdom together with the queen. There's a lot of communication and respect in that relation. The women don't have to go for women going back to work. They will be queen at work as well. Like Dara, I manage a home. Like, what is this work and office and people? If they can do that
Well,
24 hours, you can do that 9
we
to 5.
jumped into the like